welcome. Yeah, welcome back. We're picking up right after the first episode, and we're moving on from there. Today we're going to be talking about Arcadia and getting to level 10. In Arcadia, you'll have a novice shop, an intermediate shop, and an advanced shop. The novice shop will have stuff for people level 1 through 12. Intermediate has stuff for people level 15 through 20. And you're probably wondering, wait, what happened to 13 and 14? Well, there's nothing on for 13 and 14. Because as you notice, I've gone from level 1 to a level 4 weapon. So sometimes you have to skip a few levels to get the next weapon you want to equip. And then from level 21 in the immediate shop, 36 starts in the advanced shop and goes on to 43. And you're probably wondering, wait a second, I thought you said the max was 65. What about all the stuff for people above that? Well, on floor 6, there's another town called Helmfirth. Don't mind the spam. Helmfirth is basically about the same thing, except it only has one giant building where dismantle and upgrade are in, and the shops will be there. Speaking of dismantle and upgrade, here you can dismantle non-equipped weapons and turn them into upgrade crystals. And then, with those upgrade crystals of one of the same tier, that's how you do your upgrades. Down here, as I said before, that's my percent chance of upgrading. If that fails, it'll drop, but it can't drop to -1, so of course it's going to rise to 1 automatically. And otherwise, if you don't want it to drop, you can use an upgrade protection scroll, which will, instead of saying risky here, it'll say protected. So failure, it'll go to 0 still. So that's useless because it's already a 100% chance. I don't really recommend using UPS on uncommons and commons because it's not really that important for you. Because, well, when it comes to upgrading things that are common and uncommon, you can literally go into the shop, talk to this lady, click what are you selling, and you can buy steel longswords for 100 val and turn those into common upgrade crystals. Down here we have level 5 rapier, level 5 katana, level 6 greatsword. Here's a level 4 greatsword since it doesn't have a drop. I might be buying one of every single weapon at some point just to show them off. But for the moment, I need actual armor because, well, it's just important. So armor, light fields armor, 300, level 7 armor. There's a level 5 armor, but it's at the bottom. And then after level 12 armor, you have the varieties of starter armor. So if you want to like a different color, come back here later and buy one of those. We're going to be, of course, buying the level 5 coal miner's armor. And clicking wear. And we are going to then dismantle our old armor and upgrade the coal miners because we have a 100% chance to do so, so why not? Every single time you upgrade an item, it upgrades based on a 4%. So that 8 divided by 100 equals 0.08. And then that's times by 4. So essentially 0.32. 8.32. So it's not really doing anything for us yet because, well, that's not over 1, so it only displays integers. It does not display decimals. Same thing with the armor, except the armor, as you notice, is 37 defense, and up here I believe it's just a bit under. Yeah, so we upgraded the armor by a single point. So the later you're in the game, the more important upgrades are. At the early levels, they're not really that important. And with that short tutorial on Helmfirth out of the way, sorry, Arcadia, talking about floor 6 already. Oh, there we go. Sometimes it's a little bit delayed, just based on server lag. And today we're going to be going on the mainland to farm. We're basically going to kill anything we see in our way. I'm going to follow a path actually, instead of running straight across the field. So as you come out of the teleporter, you're going to want to follow this path. Weird random mob HP bar. You'll notice down here it says PvP. That means you can attack other players. It should be pretty obvious. But anytime you hit an enemy, or hit by an enemy that's of the NPC variety, you fortunately get a PvE buff, so people can't attack you for 3 seconds. So if you get really low on HP from fighting something, you get a little bit of chance to disengage if somebody else is going to attack you. So teleport, come over here, come around this tree if you want to be following the path. And you basically want to hug around this wall. Follow this path. You see off in the distance those are bears. And right here are the wolves. And I think like 3 or 4 bears, well 3 or 4 boars, and then a wolf spawns here. Yeah, there's the wolf. We're gonna kill this one on our way by. Alright. And we have level 5 stuff. So you could farm wolves because they have a chance to drop level 9 armor. But if you want to actually get more EXP, you want to farm bears. Now you wanted to come here originally if you were going to farm in a group. As I mentioned before, this is the place to go if you're in a group. Bears are a little hard to kill at this stage, but you just want to keep circling them, as mentioned. Use your shield when you get low, and you should be able to take them out. They give 5 EXP, which still isn't much, but they're pretty good. They also have a chance to drop a level 9 katana called the Spirit of Soma. So if you want to be using katanas, you want to be farming these guys, because, well, in the shop there's a level 1 katana, there's a level 5 katana, and there's a level 12. There's no level 9. Usually drops will fill in the gaps between certain level distances. For example, other than just this katana, you'll notice in the shop that there's a level 1, a level 5, and a level 9 rapier, but there's no level 12 rapier. Yeah, that's because level 12 rapier, aka Dark Heart, is a drop. If you're attacked and you're pretty low, what you can do is jump up on one of these rocks and regen for a bit. You'll notice this screen effect starts to happen when you're under 30% HP. That's usually a good indicator of when to use your block. But if you're farming things that are higher level than you are, for example, if you were coming here as a group as level 1, you might want to use block somewhere around 50% instead, because bears will do a little bit of damage through that block. Well, not a little bit. They'll do a noticeable amount of damage. And because bears are giving me a little bit of trouble, what I'm going to do is maybe go back to farming wolves. No, if at any point you get to a point in the shop where you need more things in the shop, like you need more Val, there's 2 things you can do. You can try and sell your old items, which usually on the very early levels doesn't really work, because, well, if you notice how quickly I got to level 5 in the last episode, nobody's going to want a level 4 weapon. They're probably going to buy the level 5 weapon from the shop. And besides, you could probably only charge like 300 Vel for this anyway, if you're lucky. Let's see if I can get this guy to help me farm bears. Because if he wants to farm bears with me, we actually could farm bears. Yeah. Sometimes, if you're not in a PvP area, unfortunately this is a PvP area, it can just be a good idea to follow a group of people and fight together. Make little on-the-fly parties if you have to. You get no friends around. Yeah. This one over here. Help these 2. I know what I'm doing. These guys die, then rip them. They'll just respawn. Yeah, I'll fight this bear. So yeah, what you want to do is, in this episode, we're going to be talking about getting to level 10. So you're going to want to farm for, you're going to either want to farm those wolves for level 9 armor, or you're going to want to farm for Val to buy a level 9 something in the shop, or if you want to use, rapiers, or if you want to use katanas, you're going to want to come over to these bears and farm for level 9 weapons. And you're probably wondering, okay, what do I do if I want to use greatswords, though, for level 9? Level 9 greatsword drops from the boss. The boss can be found over there in that tower. If you just follow the path around, you'll get to the door. And you just want to rush all the way through the dungeon. I won't be showing that off because I'm still a solo player, so at the moment that's not a good idea for me to do. Ooh, that person's a little too high level for this place. Yeah, they're gonna steal my bear kills. What they might be doing is farming either A, lower level items for a friend, or B, they're just farming down here because it's a lot easier for them to do. I don't know. They have a dusty robe, they should be fine on floor 2. But if they want to farm here, they can farm here. So yeah, if you see a high level, don't just instantly threat if they seem to be PvPing. Just don't hit them, because if they're too high level to attack you, then they can't damage you as long as you are not attacking them first. So just gonna be farming wolves. What's up with all the high levels around lately? Yeah, there's... Alright, whatever. So yeah. About 10 EXP away, that's 2 bear kills. So, might as well kill 2 bears over here. Since the other area is being taken. To be honest, level 5 through level 10 is about the longest grind out of anything in this game, I think. It's not true, but for the early levels, this takes the most amount of time in my opinion. At least it feels like it does. Mostly because you're not into the swing of grinding like this yet. Which can be a little bit annoying. This rock's good to hop up on. Like, 2 bears will spawn over here, 1 will spawn about here, 1 will spawn over there, 1 will spawn right in front of it. So this is a pretty good rock if you're to be farming bears. Pretty good spot if you're farming bears as a group, because if anybody's low, they can just hop up on this rock. For a solo player as well, you can also drag a bear over here. And hit it a little. Alright, I'm level 6 now. Nothing in the shop till level 7, so I'm just gonna keep farming bears, as per the custom. Might be noticing there's those little fire effects. That's a blade combo, and I died, because I wasn't paying attention, I was talking. Yeah. I'm actually gonna go through the island chain, now that I died. Mostly because I'm gonna want a little more Val before I go back to the shop again, because level 7 armor is 650, level 9 rapier is 400. So, yeah. By the way, for those who actually managed to get a level 9 armor drop from the wolves, that is good enough. You don't really need to waste your money on buying the level 9 armor. Just like I said before, with if you get one of these level 4 swords, you don't need to spend your time buying one of the level 5 ones. Just killing this boar because it's here. But at the time you hit level 10, boars aren't really worth it to farm at all. You should just spend your time running by them. Unless you're out of stamina, then it's a good point to farm boars. Note, sometimes when you jump, rolling will carry you farther, and sometimes will allow you to glitch up over ledges that you couldn't normally get to. So that's a little note. So yeah, back to the islands again. Killing wolves is important along the way. What I usually do is I kill everything on an island until they're all dead, and then I move on to the next one. But sometimes will spawn rates won't allow you to do. But hey, at least things are spawning faster than you can kill them, which could allow you to be overrun, but it's also important to note that these wolves, I think, are in the category of enemies that if there's a wolf that is spawned from that spot, it won't respawn again until like after it's died. So this island is cleared out. Moving on to the next one. Yeah. For those farming groups, share Vel around if you can. There is a tax, but if somebody needs something, make sure they get it. Sharing is caring, as they say, and teamwork makes the dream work, and all those statements like that. But if you're solo farming, there's no friends to rely on for that. There's no friends to rely on in general. Hopefully if you're solo farming, you have friends, and they just don't want to play this game with you. Maybe they're all high level, and they don't want to bother. They're too busy farming for rare crystals to upgrade their high-end weapons. Who knows? There's probably a multitude of reasons. Yeah. I'm gonna be farming hermit crabs for just a bit as I go by, because again, they give that good val. Let's see. Yeah, between certain episodes, I might start farming in different places, and after we get off floor 1, I might spend the time and do cuts. Who knows? These episodes will be varying in length. That's fine. I normally like to produce longer content if I can anyway. We'll get to a certain point where leveling will be very repetitive, point where I don't think I can facilitate good conversation for it. In fact, I'm gonna come up with a list of topics for the next episode to talk about, because, well, this has already been a little bit awkward, saying a lot, doing lip smacking, I think. Not really. A script could help me. That's what I'm getting to. We're actually gonna go all the way to the end of the island chain. Just be careful when killing bears. Don't allow 2-on-1 to take you, because if you don't have level 7 or higher armor, that might be a problem. Yeah. I think when I hit level 7, I'm actually gonna go to the shop and buy a level 7 longsword, just for the sake of sewing it off. could die right here. Nope. Gonna wait here for a second while I regen. So you see that platform over there? That's where the mini boss of this floor spawns. It's called Direwolf. He drops a level 12 longsword, aka a one-handed sword called Sky Prince. If you get a Sky Prince, congrats, you're lucky, because Direwolf spawns at a rate of like 5 to 7 minutes. So he's not really that good to farm. But if you do get lucky, good for you. You might be noticing that I do 16 damage sometimes. As I mentioned before, criticals happen. Those are those criticals you see. The fire, as I mentioned, is the blade combo. Blade combo doesn't really do anything except look cool. If you want to turn off the camera shaking, either you're getting nauseous or you just don't like it, you can put no camera shake. I'm be using it just for aesthetic purposes. If I tell people, if I get people telling me to turn it off, I will. A lot of these wolves and bears will fall in the water, which is annoying. But eventually they will fall through the water. Is Direwolf around? No, doesn't look like he is. Be careful for when he spawns, because Direwolf, he's not that big of a threat, but he can still do some damage. If you're in a group, Direwolf will be pretty dang easy to kill. If you're soloing, like I am, he'll be a bit of a challenge. To be honest, my biggest advice, if you want to farm quickly, farm in a group. Because the more the merrier, as they say. Okay, Direwolf spawned. I'm gonna kill this bear, and then I'm gonna go kill Direwolf. Thing you want to do with Direwolf, the number one strategy for if you're solo, is don't fight him the honorable way. Cheap him out. What do I mean by cheap him out? Well, as you'll see, I mean, be up on this platform and hit him. And when you need to, fall back. Oh god, that wolf pushed him up. I might die here. Okay, I'm gonna wait here for a bit and regen. Monsters don't really regen as long as there's somebody within a certain distance of them. So, just keep close. I would say if you're lower level, just keep trading off. If you're worrying about friendly fire, by the way, and you're in a group, remember to party up. 4 max at a party, because you can't damage party mates. I'm gonna go in first person. That can be nauseating for some people. That's all I want. So yeah. I've just got a little bit of extra HP, so even though my block's down, I'm gonna wear him down a little. That way we're not sitting here. It's about halfway dead. This would be a lot easier to do. I don't really recommend farming Direwolf until you get about level 7 armor. Or level 10 armor. Or the wolf armor that drops. Note, the Direwolf does not drop regular wolf drops. He only drops Sky Prince. So yeah, now that my shield's full again, I'm attack him some more. Until my HP gets low. What can really help if you're lazy is an auto clicker. Which I'm using here. But I'm not going to be using that. Because, well, not everyone can get an auto clicker. You shouldn't just download an auto clicker. They're not all safe. They claim to be safe. They claim to be free, but you should never trust anything on the internet if you don't know that already. So, if somebody recommends you a good auto clicker, then that's good. That's, if they're a good friend of yours, hopefully it's safe. That's the point where I start to trust things a little bit more. But really, it's just good to get a mouse with an auto clicker button on it, or just some kind of hotkey. I am not going to jump back up on the ledge again. I think I can kill him. So I got a sliver of health left. Yeah. So it gives 20 XP. So, you know, I have to kill him like one more time before I level up. But I'm not going to do that because, well, it takes less time to kill 4 bears. When you get to a higher level, you might want to be like running back from, you know, crabs to here. And then you can start farming him properly. But for the moment, bears are highly recommended. Yeah, that's what we want to be doing for level 10. You want to be farming bears. That guy's dual wielding, which I'll show how to do later. Nope, he's gonna. Nope, he's coming to help me. I think he's gonna ask me to team. I'll say hi once this thing's dead. Not right now. Yeah, he's wearing level 7 armor. He's using level 7 longswords. Yeah. I'm gonna kill all these crabs. And I'm gonna go show a good strategy. What you want to do is you just want to get everything aggroed on you, and you want to get it all in a big group. This is especially come evident after you get level 22, and you can use your AoE skills. He's gonna walk off the edge. Yeah, no, he's not. And one thing you can do is you can do the normal circle thing, or you can just shield up and kill things. And as you notice, that'll give me more EXP than a bear does. I don't think I have enough to get a dual wielding sword, so I'm gonna kill these 2 guys that decide to spawn again. Kill some more crabs on my way back. Once I get to the crab section, I'll probably reset. Because I think this episode's gone on long enough. Yeah. For my first 2 episodes, I think what I'm gonna do is just submit them out there. What's that sound? Hold on. I think part of my headset got loose. There we go, yeah, it did. Oh. Nope, it's back again. It seems I'm having this minor headset malfunction. So, I think I'm actually going to end up ending the video here. See you guys later.